Hello everybody, hope that you are good. First of all, I want to say thank you very much for your support on the YouTube videos, on X, on Telegram, everywhere. Thank you, because it really makes me want to keep posting more content. So thank you, I appreciate your support. And this video is going to be a bit different, basically because it's a bank holiday day in the US. So of course, if the biggest stock market of the world is paused today, is not active today, then there is not going to be that much activity, not much volatility, and the charts can be a bit slower. So I'll tell you what I'm expecting. Well, I'm gonna start telling you by saying what I don't expect to happen. I don't expect to see any more downside pressure today, okay? So today I don't think we're gonna see lower prices. Most likely, I'm expecting some kind of consolidation and buying price action. But if there is any volatility today by chance, then it should be to the upside, favoring higher prices. All right, so that's what I think. Now, let's talk a bit about the weeks. So let me pull in the indicator so you can see a bit more. That's the 50 MA, the weeks, perfect. We talked on Monday's video about this week and also in the Sunday update. That week got filled. In yesterday's video, we talked about this week. We said it's going to get filled. It also got filled. And right now, there is no any noticeable weeks in the chart, all right? So I'll tell you a scenario that I'm getting prepared for in case it happens, so you can also understand what it could happen and how what it would mean. Basically, if you start to see Bitcoin consolidating again inside this orange box, and you start to see wicks to the downside, but price is not progressing any lower, and it's not breaking below this zone, that is going to mean that the market maker is ready to build longs, okay? They're building longs to higher. That hasn't happened yet. For that, you still need Bitcoin to go here and start to see more weeks for the next days. So it hasn't happened yet. It doesn't mean that's going to happen, but it's a scenario that I want you to keep in mind in case it happens, okay? Also, from here, we could simply go again to test the 4-hour 50 MA, for example. So again, it's not a day really for shorting, okay? Also, not really a day for trading, but even less for shorting. So careful with that, right? Now, that's the thing that I want to talk about Bitcoin. I promised you yesterday that today's video was going to be also about the altcoin market and the Bitcoin dominance and stuff. So let's do a little altcoin market update. So if you've noticed what Bitcoin has been doing for the past 2 weeks, well, 12 days really, since the 7th of June, Bitcoin has been in a downtrend in the lower time frame. A downtrend quite significant because it's been a 10% drop in 2 weeks or less than 2 weeks. Quite a lot. And meanwhile, the Bitcoin dominance has been going up, because if you notice, the 7th of June, it's in this area here. And since that day, the Bitcoin dominance has gone up basically 3.5%, okay? And that is quite a lot for the Bitcoin dominance, because if you zoom out, you see it's quite slow, all right, moving. It doesn't break many areas. So I've already talked about this in previous videos about the altcoin market updates, but if you want to know what's going to happen to altcoins, then you only have to pay attention to Bitcoin and to the Bitcoin dominance. If the Bitcoin dominance goes up while Bitcoin versus the dollar pair goes down, then altcoins are gonna really take a big hit to the downside. And in the other hand, if Bitcoin in the dollar pair is going up and the Bitcoin dominance goes down at the same time, then you can expect a good altcoin rally. So those are 2 simple tips for you to know if you didn't know them yet. And I'm gonna tell you basically, hang on. Let's check what's happening in the total 3 chart. This is basically the market cap of altcoin, also of the whole altcoin market, and also the stable coins. So if you notice, the 7th of June is here. There has been a drop of 18%. And again, this is also counting a stable coin. So this is mid cap altcoins, big cap altcoins, micro cap, and a stable coin. So 18% including stable coins. That is really then higher for the altcoin market. So that's around 24-25% in the altcoin market. So that is a huge drop, okay? basically because Bitcoin has been going down while the Bitcoin dominance has been going up. And for us to know what's going to happen next to the altcoin market, we need to try to understand what the Bitcoin dominance and Bitcoin is going to do next. So if we go to the Bitcoin dominance again, and we go to the daily time frame, this is an idea that I drew 2 weeks ago. It's playing out, but it doesn't mean that it's going to continue playing out. I'm going to explain why. But basically, I was forecasting a little drop first. It happened there. And then a recovery of these 2 liquidity pools here. This one and this one. Okay. The 2 liquidity pools have been retraced. You can see there. They've been retraced. And now my idea anticipates a drop in the Bitcoin dominance, okay? It's not a big drop. It's basically to go back to these lows there. Wow, what a straight line, right? A bit better, but not great. But it's too soon to call this. Simply because I don't know if this is a support retest of this yellow rectangle that used to be resistance. Now that could be support. So if we start to see something like this in the next days, that means that it might be getting ready for a new move up. But if we start to lose this yellow rectangle, and basically we are in this state here, that is when I can start to say, okay, maybe this prediction is going to play out, and I'm then expecting a drop here to these lows, and that is when the altcoin market can recover a bit. So a bit too soon to say, but I want you to see this projection that I only started once on Twitter when I made it, and I didn't really update much about it because I think it's too soon to take it into consideration really. And that is pretty much what I think of the altcoin market. I think it's a bit too soon to say, and I'm paying attention to the Bitcoin dominance. So if we lose this yellow rectangle, then that's the time for me to think that we're going to drop lower, okay? And see a recovery in the altcoin market. Now, I want to talk about an investment that I made yesterday. And the only reason why I'm talking about it is because I want to be transparent with you and I want you to know what I'm up to. So then you can maybe do a bit of research, see if it's a good idea, and if you also like the idea or not, fine with you. But I'm not trying to make anybody to put money where I put the money. That's not what I'm trying to do here at all, okay? I'm just trying to be transparent with what I'm doing. And I don't know, guys, if you know that there are 3 artificial intelligence tokens that are merging into one, like the Pokemons or the Digimons, get evolving into a bigger one next month. And those are Fetch AI, top 1 artificial intelligence altcoin, Ocean Protocol, and Singularity Net. Those 3 artificial intelligence tokens, they are merging into one called ASI, Artificial Super Intelligence Alliance, I think it's called. And that is going to happen next month, I think in 2 weeks. And I'm quite hopeful that it's going to turn out well, okay? And I'm going to explain to you simply why. Simply because NVIDIA has carried the whole stock market this year, has even outperformed Bitcoin. One of the only assets that have been able to perform Bitcoin is NVIDIA. And it has really carried out the whole economy of the US, of the stock market this year. It's insane, one single asset. And it's been mainly because their developments in artificial intelligence. Okay, also let's not talk about the microchips are super valuable, and because there is not much production. Also, NVIDIA this week has become the most valuable asset in the stock market by market cap. Top 1, it has beat Microsoft in market cap. So that's huge. And if this project ASI is going to be the top 1 artificial intelligence crypto token by miles, because the market cap is going to be huge compared to the second project, it's going to be huge. And they're going to have a bigger team, probably with more ambitious plans. And that's probably why they are merging together, because they already have some plans, I imagine. Maybe they can do well and they can compete with bigger companies and do more developments, and then the price of the asset can increase, okay? That's what I'm hoping. So I'm gonna show you first what Binance says about it. This is the Binance official website. They're talking here about the merging, that they are supporting the merging, blah, blah, blah. And they're saying here that the 1st of July, Binance will delist Fed, Ocean, and Singularity tokens, okay? And it says here very clearly that the 5th of July, that's in 2 weeks, at 8 a.m. UTC time, trading will open for the ASI pairs of BNB, Bitcoin, USDT in a spot trading pair. So I'm guessing that this is when they are doing the merging, okay? And that means that if you have in your wallet any of these 3 tokens, then automatically they are going to become ASI, okay? So the exchange is going to do the whole process for you. That's what I'm understanding. And I understand that that's going to happen the 5th of July, although there is no official date. But if Binance is listing the token and it's available to trade in a spot, I suppose that that's when the merging is happening, the 5th of July. And now my question after this was, okay, what was the price? Because if the altcoin market has been dropping, how much have these 3 tokens dropped and which one is better to buy? So let's go back to the charts. I'm trying to show you my whole thought process yesterday to decide whether to put money or not and which one to buy. So what I did basically was to check the 3 tokens, Ocean, Protocol, and I noticed, okay, this has dropped 70% since the highs, big drop, and that's happened since the 1st of April, so in 2 months and a half, pretty much, 70% drop. So now it's quite a discount at a cheap price. Of course, it's risky because it could continue dropping a bit lower. So if right now it's at 54 cents, who knows, maybe it drops to 40 cents. Can that happen? Why not, okay? Here there seems to be some kind of support around there, so why not? It could happen. But I think that this price is a good discount. Then I check the next one. I went to Singularity Net, and this token has dropped 68%, pretty much the same as Ocean. The same. Why not? It could continue dropping lower. How much? Well, I don't know. There could be some support, perhaps, in this area there, okay? 36 cents. Can they get there? Maybe. But the price is already cheap to me. More. The other one, Fetch. Let's check it. There it is. If you notice, all of them have the same price action, okay? A long week, consolidation at the 50%, and then a drop to the 100% of the week and even a bit lower. So pretty much the same price action. And Fetch has dropped also 68%. So they are moving in the same way. There has been a big drop in all of them. The price at a discount, it could get even cheaper. I said, okay, so if I want to put some money now, which one should I put more money to get then more ASI? So I can be more efficient with my money. And then I found this calculator. Let me show it to you. I found this website. I'm gonna leave the link in the description. You can also use it. And it basically tells you how much ASI you get for your Ocean, Singularity Net, or Fetch AI. And I thought, okay, if I put $5,000, and I'll tell you very quickly why $5,000. Basically, I could make a whole video about this, but my whole point of making money through crypto trading is to then put that money into something safer. And something safer to me is real estate. It's something that I am passionate about. I love it. I'm learning a lot. I'm not bad at it. And it gives me quite a good amount of money. So my goal with crypto trading is to put money in real estate. Okay. Now, if I risk $5,000 and this idea doesn't work out and it turns out bad and I lose the $5,000, then it's not an amount that I am going to be upset about, luckily. But if I, for example, invested $20,000 and I lost it all, then yes, I would be a bit annoyed because with that money, I can literally pay a deposit for a loan. Okay? And then I can get a loan for a new real estate apartment, and then I can put it on rent and I start making money. And yeah, it would be annoying to lose another investment, okay? So this is how my brain works, and this is something that's the message also I want to send in this video, that you have to try to know what your goal is for what use you want to give to your money and how much risk you are willing to take. Like what's the amount that you are willing to lose and you are not going to even twitch about it, okay? And to me, that's $5,000. basically because $20,000 is an entry of an apartment, $10,000 is close to it. So if I lost $5,000 on this, that it's a bit risky because of course this could continue dropping lower. Maybe the project doesn't do well for a year because maybe the teams don't match well together. Who knows? Anything can happen. It's a bit risky, right? Then $5,000 to me, it's a risk that I can take. But at the same time, $5,000 can turn to $25,000 if the project does partially well. So that's the way I think, okay? Try to do the same exercise for yourself and you'll figure out how much money you are willing to risk in any investment that you do. Well, anyway, let's talk about this calculator very quickly. The official exchange rates are these. One fetch is 1 ASI, 1-to-1 parity, 1 ocean and 1 one ocean and 1 singularity token is 0.43. So here, if I buy $5,000 right now, I could buy in ocean this amount of ocean, which is worth 3,975 ASI when the merging happens. If I put $5,000 into singularity, I get this amount of tokens of singularity, which is worth 4,034 ASI. You can see that it's higher than ocean. And if I put fetch, it's even worse. I'm going to get 3,875 ASI. So to me, it's very clear that yesterday, if I click the buy button on singularity or on fetch, there is a difference. Well, literally clicking the buy button on fetch, it cost me $200. Okay, and so obviously I clicked the buy button on singularity. That's how I came to this understanding that if I had to invest into this, then it's better at this moment to buy singularity token for the merging, okay, to get more amounts of tokens. So that's simply what I think. Maybe when the token comes out, let's see how it does. Maybe I can talk again about it. Again, this is not financial advice. This is not an advert at all. I'm just talking about it because I want to be transparent with you about what I invest in. I think it's something honest. And let's see how this goes. If it does bad, then I'll tell you, okay, I've lost some money. And if it does well, I'll tell you, okay, it went well. So anyway, quite like a different video. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon.